Is Epcot actually worth visiting with kids? When you're planning a Disney World vacation, every park day matters. You want to know that your children are going to be excited, engaged, and having a great time, not being dragged through a park that is seemingly intended for adults. So today, we're spending the day discovering Epcot through a child's eyes. The journey begins before we even enter the park. Standing in front of Spaceship Earth, it's impossible not to feel that sense of curiosity that has defined Epcot since opening day in 1982. That giant silver sphere isn't just a landmark, it's a symbol of exploration, a reminder that this park has always been about discovering the world around us. And for kids, that sense of discovery starts the moment they walk underneath it. When I was a kid, I remember being so surprised that we were actually able to go inside it. I thought it was just a cool landmark. Inside Spaceship Earth, we travel through the story of human communication, from the earliest civilizations to the technology that connects us today. This isn't a thrill ride with drops or speed. Instead, it's a quiet journey through the history, showing children how ideas, inventions, and stories have shaped the world they live in. And that's what makes it such a perfect first attraction at Epcot. It sets the tone for the entire day, because Epcot isn't just about going from ride to ride, it's about exploring. And for that child seeing it all for the first time, that feeling of discovery begins right here, inside the world's most recognizable geodesic sphere. Spaceship Earth has no height requirement, making it an attraction the entire family can experience together. Leaving Spaceship Earth behind, our journey through Epcot takes us into a world where imagination and nature come together. One of the newest additions to the park is Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. An experience that brings the ocean's journey to life in a way that's completely different from a traditional attraction. Instead of climbing into a ride vehicle or waiting in a queue, families step into an interactive world where water responds to their movements. For kids, this is where Epcot begins to feel less like a theme park and more like a place to explore. They can follow the path of water as it travels from the mountains to the ocean, learning how this precious resource connects every part of our planet. It's a simple idea, but that's part of its charm. Because sometimes the most memorable Disney moments aren't always the biggest rides. Sometimes they're the moments where a child discovers something for themselves. And with Journey of Water, Epcot introduces one of its biggest themes in a way kids immediately understand. The idea that the world around us is full of things worth discovering. From Journey of Water, we continue exploring one of the most fascinating places on Earth, the ocean. And here at the Seas Pavilion, Epcot combines storytelling, education, and one of Pixar's most beloved characters. The adventure begins with Finding Nemo. As we board our Clammobile and travel beneath the waves, we join Marlin and Dory on a search for Nemo that takes us through colorful coral reefs and into the underwater world from the film. For younger children especially, this is one of Epcot's most approachable attractions. It's familiar, it's gentle, and it brings characters they already know into a real-world environment. But the attraction is only the beginning. Because once the ride ends, families step into one of Epcot's hidden gems, the massive aquarium inside the Seas Pavilion. This is where many kids end up spending more time than they expected. Watching sharks glide by, seeing manatees move through the water, and discovering thousands of marine animals turns this pavilion into more than just a ride. And then there's Turtle Talk with Crush. This interactive experience gives kids the chance to have a conversation with the laid-back sea turtle from Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. What makes it special is that every show is different. Crush responds to the audience, creating those unexpected moments that make children feel like they're truly part of the experience. The Seas Pavilion represents something Epcot does better than almost any other Disney park. It takes something entertaining and turns it into an opportunity to discover something new. The Seas Pavilion is one of the best areas at Epcot for families with younger children. And if you think Epcot's discoveries end beneath the ocean's surface, think again, because our next stop reveals something just as fascinating. After exploring the ocean, our journey continues beneath the surface of something we often take for granted, the food we eat and the land that provides it. Inside the Land Pavilion, we find one of Epcot's most unique attractions, Living with the Land. At first glance, this might not seem like the kind of attraction kids would get excited about, There are no sudden drops, no special effects, and no famous Disney characters leading the way. Instead, we board a quiet boat and begin a journey through the story of agriculture, from the landscapes that shaped early civilizations to the innovative ways we grow food today. And that's what makes Living with the Land such a special experience. It invites kids to slow down and look closer. As the boat travels through the greenhouses, families see real examples of Disney's agricultural research, including unique growing techniques, unusual plants, and ideas that could shape the future of farming. For children, it's an opportunity to ask questions. How do plants grow without soil? What could farming look like in the future? Those are the kinds of discoveries that make Epcot different from any other Disney park. Living with the Land may not be the wildest attraction at Epcot, but it represents something important. This park isn't just about entertainment, it's about inspiring curiosity. Living with the Land has no height requirement, making it another attraction that everyone can enjoy together. Just steps away from Living with the Land, Epcot takes that idea of discovery and turns it into something completely different. Instead of exploring the world from the ground, we're now going to experience it from above. This is Soarin' Across America, a limited-time film, but the idea is the same no matter which film is playing. As the lights fade and the giant screen comes to life, the floor disappears beneath us, and suddenly we're flying. The sensation is what makes Soarin' so memorable. There's no track, no roller coaster, and no traditional ride vehicle. Instead, we're lifted into the air and carried across some of the most breathtaking landscapes on Earth. From towering mountains to incredible landmarks, from oceans to deserts, Soarin' captures something every child understands: the excitement of seeing what's beyond the horizon. This is also where families with children of different ages need to start thinking about height requirements. Soarin' has a minimum height requirement of 40 inches, which means some younger children may not be tall enough to experience it. But Disney has a solution for families traveling together. With Rider Switch, one adult can wait with a child who doesn't meet the height requirement while the rest of the group experiences the attraction. Then the adults can switch, allowing everyone who is eligible to ride without having to wait in the full queue again. For families with younger kids, it's a valuable tool that can make experiencing Epcot's bigger attractions much easier. All you need to do is ask the cast members standing outside the attraction for a Rider Switch Pass, and they'll take it from there. After traveling through the wonders of our planet, Epcot takes us somewhere a little different, a place where the only limit is what we can imagine. Inside the Imagination Pavilion, we meet one of Epcot's most recognizable characters, Figment, the playful purple dragon who has been entertaining guests for generations. Journey into Imagination with Figment is unlike anything else we've experienced so far. There's no breathtaking views, no underwater worlds, and no high-speed thrills. Instead, this attraction invites kids to look at the world in a different way. Through the five senses, sight, sound, touch, smell, and more, Figment shows that the imagination can transform ordinary moments into something extraordinary. And that's exactly why this attraction works so well for younger children. It encourages them to be curious, to ask questions, to think creatively. For many parents who remember Epcot from years ago, Figment also carries a special sense of nostalgia. The character has been part of Epcot since the park's earliest days. And even though the attraction has changed over time, not necessarily for the better, but that's another show, Figment remains one of the symbols of Epcot's original spirit. Because imagination has always been at the heart of this park. And for a young child visiting Epcot for the very first time, that might be the most important lesson of all. The world isn't just something we experience, it's something we can dream up, create, and change. Journey into Imagination with Figment has no height requirement, making it a family experience for all ages. From imagination, Epcot takes us somewhere humans have dreamed about for generations: space. Inside World Discovery, families can experience what it's like to become astronauts aboard Mission Space. This is where Epcot begins to show a different side, one that combines education, technology, and thrill. As your spacecraft prepares for launch, every member of the crew has a role to play as you travel on a simulated mission beyond Earth. For older children and adventurous riders, this can be one of Epcot's most exciting experiences. But this is also an attraction where parents need to know their child's comfort level. Mission Space offers two different experiences. The orange mission is more intense, and it's designed to simulate the feeling of a real space launch. And it's pretty accurate. The green mission provides a gentler experience, taking guests on an orbit around Earth without the same level of intensity. And if you're unsure which one to ride, I would definitely go with the green mission. Both experiences require a minimum height of 40 inches, but choosing the right version can make all the difference for young riders. And just like Soarin, families with smaller children can use Rider Switch if needed. Mission Space represents something Epcot has always done well. It takes the subject kids already dream about, exploring space, and turns it into an experience they can actually feel. For a few minutes, they're not just learning about astronauts, they're part of the mission. After launching into space, our journey through Epcot's world of innovation continues with an experience that brings us back down to Earth, but not for long, because now we're going fast. Welcome to Test Track. From the moment we enter the queue, Disney begins telling a story about creativity and engineering. We're not simply waiting for a ride, we're entering a futuristic testing facility where vehicles are put to their limits. And for kids who love cars, speed, and technology, this is where Epcot becomes especially exciting. The tests begin. We experience braking, handling, and acceleration before heading outside for the final challenge, a high-speed lap around the track where the vehicle reaches its top speed. And unlike many thrill attractions where the focus is simply on the adrenaline, Test Track connects the excitement to something bigger.
And now we set a course for the future.
Before we can visualize tomorrow,
It shows kids that speed and innovation come from imagination, design, and problem solving. It's a perfect example of what makes Epcot unique. For families planning their day, Test Track does have a minimum height requirement of 40 inches. And like other height-restricted attractions at Epcot, Rider Switch is available. But for those who can ride, Test Track often is one of the biggest highlights of an Epcot visit, because sometimes discovery isn't quiet. Sometimes discovery comes with a little speed. After a day of exploring oceans, imagination, technology, and speed, Epcot takes us somewhere completely different: the world. This is where the second half of Epcot's story begins. World Showcase isn't built around traditional theme park attractions. Instead, it invites families to travel from country to country, experiencing different cultures, architecture, food, music, and stories from around the globe. And for kids, this is where Epcot becomes a place of discovery in a very different way. They can walk through ancient temples, explore European villages, listen to music from different cultures, and see the world that is much bigger than their own backyard. There are also opportunities to meet some of their favorite Disney characters throughout the park, including Anna and Elsa in Norway. So heading out to World Showcase, we begin one of Epcot's most family-friendly attractions. Hidden inside the Mexico Pavilion is a relaxing boat ride that takes families on a colorful adventure through Mexico. This is Gran Fiesta Tour. Featuring Donald Duck, Jose Carioca, and Panchito from the Three Caballeros, Gran Fiesta Tour combines Disney characters with the sights and sounds and culture of Mexico. Though Donald is American and Jose is from Brazil, but that's not important right now. Compared with some of Epcot's largest attractions, this is a much quieter experience. There are no height requirements, no intense moments, and no need to prepare younger riders. It's simply a chance to sit back, enjoy the scenery, and experience one of World Showcase's most charming pavilions. And that's an important part of an Epcot day with kids. Not every memorable moment needs to be the biggest attraction. Sometimes it's simply finding a place to slow down, look around, and discover something new together. Continuing our journey around the world, we arrive in one of Epcot's most popular destinations, the Norway Pavilion. And here, a familiar story comes to life. For many families, Frozen has become a part of their Disney experience long before they ever arrive at the parks. The songs, the characters, and the story of Anna and Elsa have created memories for an entire generation of children. Frozen Ever After takes that connection and brings families into the world of Arendelle. Boarding our boat, we travel through the kingdom of ice and snow, surrounded by familiar characters and moments from the film. We meet Olaf, see Anna and Elsa, and experience the music and storytelling that made Frozen such a phenomenon. What makes this attraction work so well for families is that it appeals to everyone. Younger children recognize the characters they love. Parents appreciate the creativity and details throughout the attraction. And everyone gets a chance to experience a little bit of Disney magic together. After a day filled with exploration, discovery, and adventure, Frozen Ever After provides the perfect reminder of why families come to Disney World in the first place. To share moments, to experience stories together, and to create memories that last long after the vacation ends. Continuing our journey around World Showcase, we travel from Mexico to one of the most charming corners of Epcot, the France Pavilion. And here we discover that even the smallest experiences can become the biggest adventures. Welcome to Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Inspired by Disney and Pixar's Ratatouille, this attraction invites us to see the world from a completely different perspective, the size of a tiny chef. As we enter the world of Remy, we become part of his dream to create incredible food and experience the excitement of a Parisian kitchen. But there's a challenge. We're not just exploring the kitchen, we're racing through it. Using a trackless ride system, we follow Remy through a series of unexpected twists and turns as we dodge, dash, and discover the sights, sounds, and smells of a busy French restaurant. What makes this attraction so much fun for families is the sense of scale. Tables become enormous landscapes, everyday objects become obstacles, and suddenly the world around us feels completely different. For kids especially, that transformation is the magic of this attraction. It's not just about riding through a scene from a movie, it's about stepping inside the story. And that idea connects perfectly with what makes Epcot such a unique park for families. The best experiences here encourage kids to look at familiar things in a new way. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure has no height requirement. As the sun begins to set over World Showcase, Epcot slowly transforms. The countries that felt like places to explore during the day start to glow with lights reflected across the lagoon. Throughout Epcot, we've traveled through history, explored the ocean, imagined the future, raced through innovation, and discovered cultures from around the world. Luminous brings all of those ideas together with music, fountains, lasers, fireworks, and a message about the connections we share. And now here comes another one of my videos that I think you'll really enjoy. Let's see if I'm right. I'll see you over there.